know Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Back to throw, it's King. He's got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
With the catch, it's Alexander. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. On the ground, it's Haynes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Play number 9 on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Alexander. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Cougars offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle.
It's a running room, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's King. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Hagan. Wide open spaces. The tag. Touchdown Cougars. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Pucks it out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Got it inside the 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Was to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Back to pass. It's King. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutherford. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught over the middle, it's Alexander. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's King. Out of the backfield, he's open. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by the...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Heaves it on the run. Makes the grab down the left side. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, BYU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers in this group.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's King. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Off the play fake. Big guy smells it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down.
Breaks into the open. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeyer. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. BYU with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Snags it. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on? They will score! Touchdown, BYU! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space, it's Haynes. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the tight end. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's King. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. It's complete. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what...
Turning it on! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
BYU has this offense clicking. Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense...
Touchdown, Cougar! Great job by the back on the option. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Hosley. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Hosley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw. It's King. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll try the run, finding open areas. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hosley. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the 2nd level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hagan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the counter. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's King. He's got the back in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. The short hands, it's Rutherford. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Hosley. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle. Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Kane. Got his man on the right. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. On the run, it's Martin.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's caught. It's Ryan. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Cougars are on the move. Off play action on 1st down. Rush is on him.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They tack that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us.